A Facebook friend of mine posted a diatribe about people who review music and leave disparaging comments everywhere about how they don't like the music, they don't like the song, they don't like the band itself, they don't like the genre, whatever it might happen to be. And reading through it, I realized his thoughts on that topic match mine almost note for note. My comment is, if you don't like it, why are you even talking about it? Why waste your energy? It makes no sense. Now, way back when, I had a very simple music website when I was first really discovering the expansiveness of prog rock, prog metal in the mid-90s and beyond. And I shared the link to my site with friends of mine who were also just coming up in the world of prog rock and prog metal. They can pick and choose what bands they like, just as I did. And I just saved them a whole bunch of effort by not having to look for it. And as time went on, I also added a few interviews, which that was a fun experience, interviewing several musicians. And obviously, I also reviewed albums. Now, naturally, the only reviews I wrote were albums that I like. Makes sense. Those were easy to write. And I had a lot of fun with them. And I got a lot of compliments from the bands who I wrote them about. Then I got to the point where people would come to me and say, hey, you know, I have this friend of a friend of a friend of a friend who's in this band, and can you review their album? Or, oh, I just discovered this new band, review this album. And I was introduced to a lot of different types of music, a lot of different types of styles within the prog rock, prog metal community. And a lot of them I just simply couldn't get into them for any number of reasons. It's personal taste, no big deal. And I declined to write reviews about them. Because, like I said before, what's the point of writing disparaging crap about something I don't like? Focus on the positive, as it were. And it just absolutely blew my mind the number of times somebody would get online and post about an album that they like or a band advertising their album, and people would leave just idiotic, disrespectful comments about the music. And again, that just amplified my confusion as to why are you doing this? There's no sense in it, no reason to it. And after about a decade or so, I started thinking about it, and I realized, you know what? I hate to say this. There is a reason for doing that. There is a reason that people go out of their way to bash something they don't like. And it's a reason I don't like. It's a reason I don't subscribe to, I don't approve of, and I find it rather disgusting and somewhat childish, actually. Let's say you got someone in a band, they just finished recording an album, they're very proud of it, they're on their high, especially if it's their first album, and they post it for all the internet community to enjoy, or at least digest, maybe make a few new fans that way. Somebody comes in there in the comments and just bashes the band for any number of reasons. I see replies like that, and the first thing that comes to mind is, this is written by someone who thinks that everything should be about them. Consider that. Somebody's trying to pitch their wares. They're very happy with it. Then somebody comes along and their review is nothing but spewing against that album. And for some reason, this person has decided that nobody should like anything else other than what they have deemed acceptable. No one should play anything else other than what they seem acceptable. So they start writing, and all that comes out in my mind is, ooh, look at me. Look at how I put that band down. Look at how I used my mastery of words and my clever wordplay to put them in their place, to tell them that they are irrelevant, to tell them they are no good. Ooh, look at how smart I am. Look at me, look at me. They're making it about themselves. I mean, I don't see it any other way. And the simple fact is, if you don't like it, nobody wants to hear that you don't like it. There might be times where a band says, hey, I want to play for you a song or two from our album. Can you critique it? You know, just keep it between us, whatever, and tell me your honest opinion. And the person may listen to it and say, okay, the mix is all wrong. I don't like the sounds of the instruments. The lyrics are sophomoric and kind of cheesy. The compositions aren't really that well structured. Any number of reasons, and it's just the whole sound of the album is horrible. And the band said, okay, well, we're learning. We're trying to get better. It's the best we could do. It's all we could afford, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But my belief is that once that album is released, the criticism isn't necessary. The band is not going to listen to it anyway. And if they do, well, that's unfortunate for them. I've known a couple of musicians who would email me and say, read this review about my album, man. This is why I'm in hell. I said, they didn't like what you did. So what? How many fans do you have? The fact that you just emailed me this means that you acknowledge that I'm your fan. Why are you focusing on anything else? And oh, by the way, this applies to writing as well. I don't accept criticism after I've already published it. If I give you the manuscript and you want to read it and tear it a new one, so be it. And you're going to end up with some of the same results. People are making it about them. Oh, I could have done this better. Trust me. I've got a video coming up soon about the critiquing process. You'll learn more about how people make it about themselves when that one gets released. Actually, some of it's kind of funny. But other than that, if you enjoy the music, enjoy it. If you don't enjoy the music, don't enjoy it. Go find something that you do like. Wasting people's time with how your tastes in music are so much better and everyone should follow you and you have no idea why they wouldn't. It's comical. And do not start me on the entire music genre gatekeeping topic. We will be here all day.